Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey by subscribing, which is free, just that subscription button. Also the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads when I do them. Thank you so much for your beautiful comments, suggestions. And if you haven't followed me yet on Instagram, right below in the description box, I will leave the link to the Instagram. You can follow me there. If you're creating some of my pieces from my channel, you can send me a picture. I usually do videos of my followers' creations out of my channel and post them up so the world can see what's your name and the country you're from. So a few days ago, I had launched the baby blanket cover comforter for the crib. And so I've decided to, that was a special order from a client. And I decided to come up with a doily for the bedroom, the baby's room, as a gift on my behalf to the couple for the baby. So I'm going to create that, and I want to create something similar to the blanket. So I'll be adding on some seashells because the comforter, the cover for the crib is seashells. So we're going to get started. This is Portuguese 80% cotton thread. It's a new brand that I've tested out, and I like it. It's not a hard thread. It's more on the soft than medium. So it's very nice. It stays nice and firm. This is Portuguese, 80% of cotton and 20% of other fibers, which they don't say exactly what it is. So this is a 4-ply, and these would be the number of the collar. This is made in Portugal, of course. And as you see here, it says 80%. It's written in Portuguese, of course. 80% cotton, 20% other fibers, made in Portugal. It's pretty good to work with. I enjoyed it. So we're going to do that today. I also have number 3 hook, and I alternate sometimes to the 3.5. The US, I believe it's a 4. So I will be working with these two depending on the stitch that I am doing, but you don't have to. It's just sometimes I have a very extreme tight stitch on some rows, and so I will use this one to loosen it up a bit. And that's what you should do. If you're too tight on your stitch, get a hook that's a size bigger than the actual hook that you're supposed to use. And I have a small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, as usual, and a pair of scissors, of course. So let's get started, people. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's very important. It helps circulate. Also, please share with your family and friends. Share on your Facebook. You know, just help out to grow the channel. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, we're going to get started. Okay, everybody. So let me just fix a little bit of the camera here. So it doesn't make too far out. So slip stitch knot. I'm going to do, this does not count as a stitch, okay? So we're going to do 27 chain stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, until you're 27 chain stitch. Okay, so I have my 27 chain stitch. We're going to go back 1, 2, 3. On the 4th one, we're going to do a double crochet. Next space, and make sure you grab both loops, because then if you're only grabbing the outer loop, which is this one here, if you only grab one, it's going to curve. So the trick for it not to curve and to have a flat straight line, you need to go right on the center and grab both loops right there. Okay, so we're going to do 4 double crochet, 2 chain separation, skip 1, so 1, 2, on the third one do 4 more double crochet, next space, so we're going to do this all the way to the end. Like that, and then again 2 chain separation. So continue yours to the end, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so by going to the end, and I usually, when I do things like this, I don't like to add it because I'd like to show you the little tricks, what you can do as you're creating your own patterns and you come up, you get stuck somewhere. So we have 4 groups here. Now, if I'm to skip 2 space, I'm only going to have 1 left here. I cannot create another group, okay? And I don't want to go wider than this. So the easiest way is you'd come here where the beginning is, and it's just so simple. It's always best to have extra than to be short, because with the extra, it's so simple to take out, okay? So I just wanted to show you sometimes these little tricks, because sometimes you ask me, oh, what can I do if I have too much, and so on and so forth. Okay, instead of taking it down, all you have to do is just come where you started carefully and just pull on the thread like that. Very simple. I could have told you to do exactly the amount of stitch, but then you wouldn't learn. So now you keep this last one, right? And you just pull through it. And you're pretty much done with the right size. Now I like to go in, and I do get a lot of times these type of questions, when it's a little bit too long, what to do with it, you're not sure, and you don't want to take it down, restart again. Well, this is very simple. There's nothing hard about it. It's just, and then you can just grab half of your thread. You can split it into half, just to make sure that nothing is going to come apart. And you just give it a knot here. You have enough thread or yarn, whatever you're using, to just do 2 knots to it, and you're good to go, because it's never going to come apart, right? And you got the right size, and you didn't have to take it down. And then some people could say, well, it's a small little thing, you can take it down. But it's not just for the small thing. Sometimes you're making a bigger project, and just the hassle of taking it down, restarting again, okay? So very simple. So you have 4 groups now. We're going to do chain 5. We're going up, so 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 3 would have been for the double crochet and 2 for separation. I'm going to come right in my last one here, and inside of the space here I'm going to do the 2 more. So we're creating the groups again. I already have done a similar start like this when it was for the bedroom rug, if you guys remember, for some of you that have been following me. So we're going to create again the groups like this, and then 2 chain separation again, and then come into the last one here and create your double crochet. So 1 on top of the last one here, 2 inside of the space, and 1 on top of the last one here. And we're going to do this, and you do this to the desired length you like. So we're going to keep going up until the length desired that you think that you have enough in the center for, because we don't want to make it too big either, because we still have to work around it, right? So the pattern is going to be big enough as it is. This is just to give it a nice little a good start of length and wideness to the doily, and then 2 chain again, and we're going to come into the last one of the third space here and create our double crochet. So we started with 4, now it's 3. Now you're going to have your 4 again. You're going to turn around, 1, 2, and 3. Inside of the space, you're going to create your 2 more. So very simple. And when you find the videos too fast for you, right up top on the right hand corner, there's 3 little dots right up here. You click on it and it tells you to slow down the video to the speed you'd like. So if you want to go slower and see the stitch more careful, then you're more than welcome. If you find it annoying when you're slowing down the video and the voice too, everything slows down, you can just take the mute out. There's a closed caption you can put on and you can just read it through there. Okay, so we're going to continue to do that to the desired length. I don't know how many rows I'm going to do yet. I'm going to see as I go, and then I'll come back to you on it. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing my bigger piece, because I'm doing 2. I'm doing this bigger one and the smaller one. So with the smaller one, I did chain 18 and went back 4 space. So instead of having 4, I have 3 groups of 4. And this one I have 4 groups of 4. So you can do whatever size you'd like. And like I said, you can make a chain, then come to the end and take down the chain if it's too big. Okay, so now we're going to proceed with the white. Now we're going to start on the corner. Make sure you have the right side up. I'm going to start right here on the corner. And I'm going to do 2 groups of 3 double crochet. So single, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet with 2 chain separation and 3 more double crochet, only on the 4 corners. Okay, yeah, okay, so it's going to stay like this, and 2 chain separation, let me just calculate this a little bit better because I want to make sure that it finishes in pair. Okay, so we're going to do 2 chain separation. We're going to come into the first one here, and we're going to do 3 double crochet like that. 2 chain again. Next, where we have the space, we're going to do groups of 3 double crochet. Okay, and again, and into the next one, 3 double crochet. So we're going to do this until we get to the corner and repeat the same thing. So we're reaching the corner, 2 chain, and we're coming right on the edge here on this corner and create the 2 groups again of 3 double crochet. 2 chain separation. Probably have to close a little bit of the window here because the white tends to white out on camera. Okay, so 2 chain separation. We continue with 3 more double crochet. 2 chain. We're coming into the space here with 3 double crochet. 2 chain, and again the same thing until we get to the corner again. Okay, so I'll meet you at the corner. So I'm at the corner, and we're going to create the group again. So this is going to be the same thing, proceeded the same way all the way around until the end here. So only on the corners we create the 2 groups of 3 double crochet with 2 chain separation between them. And I forgot to mention, people always look ahead of the video before you create anything, because mistake can be done as a human being, of course, and sometimes I have an idea of a project and then somehow my hands, my brain brings me somewhere else. So sometimes there's a change of plans. So that's why I say always look ahead of the video to see if there's any changes or anything that needs to be taken down for a different certain stitch that I think it might look better, because when I'm creating pieces I go with the flow. And you should do this to everyone's video that you watch, not just my video, but always look ahead to see how it's proceeded. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. So you're going to have your 4 corners here like that. Okay, this way and then this way. So you're going to have like 3 groups here in the center. Okay, so by doing the increase 2 on the last one, so that means we're going to have 6, okay, double crochets. Now here we're going to change up a bit. We're going to do chain 2, and we're going to come right on top of this double crochet here with only 1 double crochet, chain 2, and then we're coming inside and create our groups of 3 double crochet. So we're going to do this all the way around the same way, 2 chain separation, and coming to the other edge, the other end, we're repeating the same thing with only 1 double crochet. So what we're doing here, so what are we going to do here? We're also going to do on this corner here, on this corner. So give me a second here. So we are doing the groups the same way, nothing changes. Only when we're going to get to the other corner, we're going to do 1 like we did here on this one. Okay, and I'll meet you here. So I'm getting to my corner. I did my 3 double crochet. I'm doing my 2 chain. I'm coming into the first one here. Well, the last one of the group. So that would be the same thing. We started here and we finished there. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to do exactly the same thing as we did here. Go on the first one, and then the last one here. We're going to keep it on the last one here as we're doing now. Okay, so it's just a repeat. If you need to rewind a bit to not get confused, then go ahead. So we're going to continue to do our 6 double crochets. That means 2 on the same space at the end. So this is 4, 5, and 6. 2 chain separation, and we continue on with the double crochets. Now I'm going to go with the flow. I don't know how many rows I'm going to create of this. I'll see in length how many rows I'm going to do. But you could always advance the video to see how many rows I've done already. You have that option. Okay. So you're going to have exactly the same thing. 2 space there and 2 space there. We're going to create the 6 and continue on this side. I'm getting to the end. Do my 2 chain. I'm coming in the 3rd place. And I'm closing with a slip stitch. Now here we're going to increase again 2 on the end. So we're going to have now 7. So chain 3. Next space, double crochet. Next space, double crochet. Now we have 4, 5, 6, and the 7th one in the same space. We are increasing the edges. Chain 2, and repeat the same process again on all 6 groups that we have here at the edge. So we're going to have 7 double crochets. 2 on the same space on the last one. Okay, so continue, and I'll meet you here where we have the 1 double crochet. Okay, so I've done my increase of these 7 double crochets. Now we've reached here. Now remembering that whatever you do here, you continue doing on the other side the same way. Okay, so now chain 2. We're coming into the center here, and we're continuing to proceed. So we skip the space here, and we're coming and do our groups of 3. 1, 2, chain separation, next space, and continue the groups again. And you're going to repeat the same thing on the other corner. Now I'm going to continue and advance it, and then you could always advance the video and see how many rows I've done, because I don't know yet at this point. It's always going to be a repeat. So your next row, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, your 5th row, you're going to do only 1 when you're going to come to do the edge. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7. So you're going to have 8 on the next row. You're going to do your 2 chain, and you're only going to do 1 double crochet here. Okay, so 1 row is 1 double crochet, and then the groups, 1 double crochet, and then the groups. But advance the video, and so I'll show you how many rows I've done, and you can also see when I'm going to have already that 1 double crochet here, and then the next row will have the groups. Okay, so like I said, fast forward and you can see how many rows I've created. Okay, you guys, so I created 8 rows the same way as I showed you. So you would have 1 on the 3rd row, 1 double crochet alone, and then create groups, and then 1 double crochet alone, and then create groups. So I did 8 rows of this, and on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on my 6th row I did a row of pink. Okay, so we did so we do have 8. Now I've closed in, and because this is, you know, for like the small little dresser, and the small one that I'm creating is like for the little side table on the baby's room, so I'm not going to go bigger with this. If I wanted to go bigger, then I would go longer on here and then go up more rows on the pattern. I'm not going to do that. I was gonna do the seashells, and I again changed my mind, so I'm gonna do hearts at the end, I believe. I think it would look cuter. So this row is going to be a little bit different, row 9. Okay, so row 9 will be a little bit different. I need to prepare it in order to do the hearts. Okay, so I'm going to do one. And by the way, people, so here, since we did 8 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, that means 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So I have 11 of the double crochets on my 8th row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to skip 1 and into the next one. 2 chain, skip 1 and into the next one. This row is just going to be of squares all the way around. Skip 1 into the next one, because this is pretty much just preparing it for the last row, which is row 10, for the hearts. Okay, so I'm going to do my edge on pink hearts just to show the love, you know, and to create something different. So I always like to create something different. So we're going to continue to do this. So again, so you skip 1 and continue on. So we skipped here the square, skip 1, continue 1. So we're going to do this all the way around, and then I'm going to cut my thread and I'm going to come in with the pink so I can do my hearts at the edge all the way around. So nothing to it, just create this all the way around, and I'll come back to you in a few. Isn't that looking so lovely? Look at that. Just gorgeous, right? Okay, you guys, so of course I had to come back and then I remembered I did not record the sides here, right? We started here. So obviously you would probably be stuck saying, well, what do I do here, right? So you do your 2 chains, and you come on your first one, 2 chains, come into the last one, and as simple as that, not more complicated than that. Now, I said that my last row would be hearts. I'm thinking about putting maybe a lying down double crochet as the last row in white after the hearts. I think it will look much cute, sophisticated for the little baby. We're gonna give her all the love that we can possibly give her. Okay, so just continue like that all the way around, and then I'll come back to you again. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished doing it. I'm going to go into the hearts now. So slip stitch knot. Okay, you can start pretty much anywhere, but I'm going to start here, right on the first one. Okay, so basically you're going to turn your pattern like that. Okay, because we're going to work inside of these little squares. So I'm going to go into the first one here, and I'm going to do a single. This is very simple, and somebody had left me a comment, I think a few days ago. They were having a hard time. I have done a pattern already with hearts for Little Girl's Room. If you look into the playlist or videos, it's pink and white also. It's got hearts. So they asked me, they were like stuck on creating it. So here's your chance if you're watching this video for the hearts again. Try to explain a little bit more, so or go more slower. So here I have the, see if I can just raise my camera just a bit here, just so I can have the right angle. So you pretty much hook it anywhere. I like to start right from the beginning here, other groups. So single, I'm going to do chain 2, try to hide my thread at the same time. So 1, 2, in the same space, so like fold it so it can be easier for you to work. We're going to do 4 more double crochets, so you're going to have a total of 5 with that 3 chain that we went up, or the 2 chain and the single. Okay, so this is 3. 4, and this is your 5th. Okay, now we're going to do 5 more double crochet, but this time incomplete. Okay, see if I can take this out of the way so it doesn't confuse you. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one, 5. Okay, so we have 5 incomplete double crochet. So you're supposed to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 hoops, loops, whatever you want to call it, on your hook. Now we're going to take out 2 at a time. 2, 2, 2, and your last 2. And your heart is created. Okay? So you see what we have. This one here, we're not going to work on this one. This one we don't touch. We're going to hook the tip of our heart with a single on the second double crochet here, not the first one. This stays free, and we're going into the second one. Okay, so then I'll show you from the back afterwards when we're done. So we're coming into the second one with a single, and we're pretty much lock in our heart this way. Okay, and then again, chain 1, 2, and 3. We're going to come in and we're going to do 5 double crochets. I was already making a mistake. I couldn't even remember. I had to go back to my video to check how I did it. Okay, so we closed in with the single. That stays the same. And the chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. That stays the same. The only difference is we're going to come in where we have the single, and we're going to do all of our double crochets in here. Okay, so now you have 2, you have 3, and of course this is the complete double crochets, the 5 complete double crochets. This is 4, one more, and this is 5. Okay, so we have 5 double crochets. It will get all fixed once we have them all together. Of course, it looks all crumpled up because we're working, you know, forward, so it's kind of a little bit weird looking, but it will get all fixed. Now we're going to do the 5 incomplete double crochet. So you don't close it in. 3, or I should say 2, 3, 4, and the last one. My stitch is always so tight. It's just terrible. Okay, let me fix this here. So I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need to do my 5th one right here. Okay, so we have the 5. That means you have 6 on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. So now you have your second heart. Again, you will skip the next double crochet, and we're going to close it in on the second one. So go right in the middle in the second one, do your single, and look how pretty that looks. That's just so lovely. So I'll see how I feel. I might leave it like this, or I might just put a line down double crochet, groups of 4 double crochet, but I'm not sure yet at this point. You know me, I'm always changing my mind. I visualize something and I come up with something else always. Anyway, okay, one more time, people. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, into the single where we closed off our heart, and we're doing 5 double crochet. Okay, I'm even trying to go as slow as I possibly can, because I know that I crochet fast. That's why most of you probably have to go into the slower speed on the video. Okay, so we have our 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to do the incomplete that I just rolled twice. We're going to do the incomplete double crochet. Okay, so 1, 2, all in the same space, 3, 4, and your last double crochet. 5. Take out 2, 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 and your last 2. So now you got your 3 hearts. Again, you'd skip your first one here, and you'd come in to your second with a single, okay? And then you create your hearts again. So this is what it's going to look like. I think it's just beautiful this way. I don't think we should add anything else to it. I will complete mine, and I will complete the small one also, which is exactly the same way as we did. And if you want to go longer, you know, you're just adding more into the centerpiece, or even wider, also the same way. I will have the reveal shots at the end once I complete the small little pattern also, so you can see how cute it looks on the small one also. And I'll put the little baby blanket together. I will be creating 2 pillows also for this set. A little bigger pillow just for decoration of the crib, a little bigger one, and a smaller one. I'm just waiting for my client to bring the pillow in so I can have the measurements, so I can do the pillows. The 2 little pillows for decoration. I also want to mention that I am working also on a blouse, similar color of pink, but it's a pinkish lilac, if you want to call it. You might want to stay tuned for that. I'm working on it now. So this is my sleeve, this is my neck, and this is my body stitch, and I will be having some sleeves on here exactly like the top part. So I'm working on this also. If you're interested on seeing more about it, and make sure that you are subscribed, that you hit that subscription button and the bell notification. I thank every single one of you. And also to stay tuned for the pillows, because I most probably will be doing the tutorial on the pillows also. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this very simple, very fast tutorial, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much, everybody. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and be kind to you and everyone else around you. God bless. Stay safe. Bye-bye, everyone. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much decided to come back and show you the almost, let's say, final result. So I decided to put some leaves and some flowers on the doilies. Okay, so I'm going to show you. I've just finished creating them, and I will leave the link below, because I know I'm going to be asked the questions. Oh, but you didn't put the flowers or the leaves on it with the tutorial. It's because it's a different tutorial and it's already there on my playlist with flowers or leaves, but I will leave the link below, and if you want to do it, you're more than welcome. So I'm just gonna toss this a little bit here, see how I'm gonna play with them. So this is the smaller one. I will leave the measurements on the description box also. I'm just heating up my hot glue, gun glue, and I'm just going to see what design do I want to, or how I'm going to put them on here so it can look nice and pretty. Just lay them out like this. And you can pretty much do whatever you like to it, you know. So just laying it out like this to see how I like it. I do it the other way. So you play with it and you see what best works for you guys if you're putting these on. Okay, so I'm just gonna push it a little bit more here. So you gotta play with it a bit just to make sure that if you like it this way or not. I think I like that. So here's my hot gun. I think it should be hot enough. You don't need that much. This is the transparent one, so make sure you don't go choose different colors. And I'm just gonna glue it like that on here, and then put a little bit here on the edges. Just to make sure that it all stays in. And this glue is pretty good. I mean, it stays. It's not going to go anywhere. So you can press a bit. I'm going to put it here on the. I have to turn my leaf. It was on the wrong way. And you do the same thing to the other pattern. Now I will be creating now the little pillows, and I will be adding some flowers and leaves in them also, so it can match the doilies. But I won't be putting it on the crib cover. Okay, we wouldn't want, let's say the mother decides to put the blankets and the cover over the baby. We wouldn't want some pearls going into the baby's head or eyes, so I'm not doing the flowers on the crib cover. Okay, so just wanted to show you because I know I'm going to get quite a bit of comments on this afterwards. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. I'll leave everything on the description box and you can take it from there. Thank you, everyone.